Good afternoon, September 14th, Monday. I am Eric Arnold. When I'm winning, I call myself the Big E. This afternoon, I'm just Eric Arnold, of course. Losing weekend, we recapped that disaster in a previous video, or a subsequent video, I'm not sure, which I guess I'll post this one first, just because this has time-sensitive information in it, and then you can recap my disaster this weekend at your leisure. At any rate, we have MLB picks for you, we have Monday Night Football picks for you. I guess I should have said that the other way around, since you care about the NFL, and we really don't. I had a conversation with an MLB fan, who will remain nameless, and he even admitted to me, he said, this isn't a real season. And it kind of surprised me a little bit, because this is a real MLB guy, and for him to just kind of say, this really just doesn't count. He's right. I mean, it is just a completely bastardized, we've debated this, my brother and I, and, we kind of came to the same conclusion that it's just kind of, if you win, it'll be a nice little trophy to put on your mantle, but, the Indians, if you win it, you don't get a parade. You don't get to say, hey, we broke the streak, 1948, no longer. No, this doesn't count, I'm sorry. Same with the Dodgers. They've trying to break their long drought, and they've had such great teams and can't get it done. Doesn't count, guys. We just don't think this counts as fans. So, my viewpoint on that could change when the playoffs get here, but I doubt it. It's just too much of a mess. It just too much of a mess. So, alright, well, let's get to it. I mean, it's here. We can bet on it. We can make predictions. So that's what we've been doing, for lack of something else. Miami, in this interminable 7-game series they have going on with the Phillies. Miami swept the doubleheader last night off the Phillies. They have won 4 out of the first 6 games. The Phillies are just, we haven't thought much of the Phillies all year long. Now their best player, Real Muto, is hurt. Another one of their half-decent players, Hoskins, he's hurt too. I think the key is Real Muto, because really we think the backup, Andrew Knapp, sorry Andrew, but we just don't think he's very good. So he's going to play tonight. He played in both ends of the doubleheader. They got swept. 2 bad pitchers going. We'll take Miami. We'll take them to keep the momentum going. That's how we'll play that. Here's some top-rated plays that we actually, our top-rated plays in baseball were really kicking ass, and then we had a really just terrible Saturday that just really kicked us backwards. We're still above 500 in the top-rated plays, but just barely. But, I feel good about at least, I feel pretty good about all these. Baltimore has, it's over for them. They had their dreams of maybe breaking through to the other side and being in the playoffs, but the Yankees just whipped them this weekend. They did what, good teams do to bad teams. They kill them. They squash them. When it matters, they whip them. And that's what the Yankees did. So now the Orioles are out of it. They know this. It's over. Here comes another good team into Baltimore. We're hoping that the Braves just kind of catch a deflated Orioles team that's hopefully quit and just hit the hell out of the ball all over the place. We're going to play the run line for these guys. They score runs, so hopefully it's an inflated score, and maybe we'll catch lucky this time and get the run line with the Braves. So that's what we'll do there. This is interesting. The Twins and White Sox probably playing for the #1 seed out of the Central. I'm not even sure what that gets you, honestly. Season doesn't really count. Previous discussion. But the Twins often play pretty well in Chicago against the White Sox. So we're going to say they drop in here and get this early game in the series, get in there, get that first W. We're going to take the Twins there. And then this game, again, season doesn't really count. Fucked up all which way. The Dodgers are at the Padres, another surprisingly half-decent matchup, as both teams fight for the West title. But we don't know who's pitching. You know, the Dodgers haven't told us who they're going to pitch. You know, they sort of said it might be Kershaw, but now they're not sure, so there's no number on the game. Look, we want the Dodgers, whoever's pitching. If it's Kershaw, that's just fine. It'll be more expensive, but we'll pay it. If it's some other jabroni, we'll pay it. We're going to take the run line no matter who it is, just to kind of, you know, shorten our liability. You know, if it's Kershaw, it'll probably be, you know, minus 150 or something, I'm guessing. But if it's a jabroni, it'll probably be on the plus side. But we want the Dodgers. You know, we think the Dodgers are better than the Padres, and they play pretty good down in San Diego, so that's what we want there. All right, let's talk NFL. NFL, you know, over here. You know, just an awful Sunday. As I said in my recap video, I apologize. Just my radar was just way off. There were some games we probably should have had New England. We should have had. That's what I'm looking for. And a bad franchise against a good franchise. But I just talked myself out of it. This game, you know, I would put 2 stars on this game, but I just have no confidence at the moment. You know, it's week 1. I didn't get to see any of these teams in the preseason, obviously, despite the fact I'm the one that says preseason doesn't count at all. I just have no confidence in my ability at the moment in this fanless, screwed up virus environment. But, you know, if I had any confidence, I'd probably put 2 stars on the Steelers. I read the other day that this brand new coach of the Giants, you know, they're changing coaches up there like, you know, somebody changes underwear, I guess. So they got another brand new coach up there, and whatever system he's installing, I guess he was so mad that the players were not doing it the way he wants it done. He made them start the whole practice over again. I guess he's off the Belichick tree, so maybe that's what they do in Belichick land. Do your job, or we'll keep doing your job until you do your job correctly. So I think the point being that I don't think these guys are going to be very good Sunday. You know, they couldn't even do their job to a minimum standard over the, you know, practice week. Now suddenly they're going to have it all figured out and they're going to play great. I doubt it. I'm going to take the Steelers. I'm going to take the return of Ben Roethlisberger. I think that's a good pick there. And then this one, I don't think much of that Denver coach. I also don't think much of the Denver organization since Pat Bowlen's died, or that team's just in complete turmoil, and nobody really knows who's in charge, who's doing what. Tennessee is a team I think that's getting better. That's a team that feels now that they have a quarterback. You know, it's hard sometimes when you have an established quarterback that everyone has anointed as your guy, and then you move on from him. You know, I think often that, you know, pays you. In other words, make the tough decision. The football gods like that when you make the tough decision. Rather than the easy decision would be just keep Marcus Mariota and he's our franchise guy and we're just going to ride with him. Well, they seem to think they found a guy who's better. The record shows he's better. And we think they're going to be better enough to beat Tennessee or beat Denver tonight out at Denver. You know, the home field I think is meaningless. It just, you know, I thought that, you know, as I saw this game and I thought, what in the hell do I have Atlanta for? Why? It makes no fucking sense. That's just me being a fool. Sorry. So I don't think, Denver should be a tough place to play, but, the only thing you got there now is the altitude, and I don't know it's that big of a factor. I really don't. So we're going to ride with Tennessee and Pittsburgh. Those are our NFL plays for this evening. If you like our baseball plays, we got 3 top plays here with the Braves, Twins, and Dodgers. And we'll bet against the Phillies in a minor type game just for fun. So, welcome Al Bundy, our 34th, or is he our 35th subscriber? I don't know. It's not important. But thanks, Al, for being here. Hope we're able to entertain you. I hope we're able to make you some money at some point. Man, let's get some NFL going. Let's get some college football going. We're generally better at those sports. So I'm kind of hoping, this cannot last forever. At some point, normalcy will have to return to the United States. And I cannot wait. So, every day that goes on, I'm telling myself we're getting closer to normalcy, not we're getting further away from normalcy. In other words, I do not think that this is going to last forever, because if I thought the opposite, I'd kill myself. Okay, thanks for being here. Let's get some winners from all of us to all of you. Good afternoon, good luck, good football.